tell me about I Am Toronto Pearson.
Okay, in a nutshell, I Am Toronto Pearson is trying to influence about 50,000 people from 500 different companies in getting them to be more helpful. It's movement-based, it's not mandatory, and my talk today was about how to seed that movement.
When did it start? How long has it been and what results have you got from it?
Yeah, we've been at this for over 2 years now, and it started in the summer of 2015. We measure it through how many ambassadors we have, and that's the people we have really close connection with. And we have approximately 300 ambassadors to date, and also how many people we've touched and can communicate. And out of the 50,000 people that work at the airport, we can communicate now with 10,000.
What have you got out of it as an airport? How have things improved, and what have you learned as part of this collaborative process?
For me personally, what I've gotten out of it, it's been very rich and rewarding work. It's non-hierarchical. From our board level down, this is an investment by our company in the airport. And when you ask me how long we will be at this, if we're not at this in 5 years' time, we will have failed. We should keep this movement going. It needs to have momentum. It needs to bring in new employees and things like that over time.
How did you get the buy-in from the employees? Because this isn't traditional training, is it?
No, it's not. We got buy-in from both employees and from leaders of companies that we deal with. And all we asked those leaders were, and we went on a North American roadshow with CEOs of companies that we deal with, and we asked them for one thing, and that was 10 people. And those people were their best, and those people where customer service comes very naturally. And what we did was we got those people in a room from different companies, and we got them to tell us their story. And after having told us their story, we learned it's about pride. It's about having pride in the airport, and it's about having a common purpose. We want to be the best airport in the world, and that common purpose is what drives them to be more helpful, and that's the behavior that we're trying to promote as well.
What was the key message you were trying to get over in your session today?
That airports love to mandate things. They love to make things mandatory and put it in a contract with a service level agreement, and that is not the way this should work, because it's like trying to mandate somebody to smile. It has to be movement based. It has to be voluntary. It can't be forced.
What kind of response have you got?
I think very well. I had a lot of fun. I was a little bit nervous, but I had a lot of fun talking about work that means a lot to me, that I've invested a lot of time in over the last few years, and it was nice to be able to share.
And would you like to see this kind of model being deployed in airports around the world, or would that provide competition for you?
I would like to see, well, I think given airports' attitude towards mandatory things, and the example I used was, it's really good when safety's involved. Don't drive on this runway or bad things will happen. I would like to see the industry using methods like this. I would like to see the industry raise the bar, because it's a pretty low bar. Customer service and airports aren't two things that necessarily go together, and I think as an industry and with events like this, we can raise the collective bar.
How useful is it for you to have something like the Passenger Terminal Expo alongside this conference?
Invaluable. I think we learned from seeing the physical as well as some of the theoretical in sort of that classroom or lecture hall type setting. And I think there's always new stuff to look at, and always new people to meet. It's a great industry for that. It's collaborative. It is very non-competitive in lots of ways, and I like the venue and the event a lot.